2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's that gorgeous meeting of surf and turf here at La Jolla, California. The final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is on now. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem. And out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, certainly set up for a stunner today at Torrey Pines South. What do you think these players face this week from the course?
They face a rude awakening. They haven't played too many golf courses yet this year, but they're going to run into Torrey Pines South, and you're going to figure out exactly how good a shape your golf game is in, because it's ruthless. And if you're not careful, you can go out there and shoot a big number in a hurry. It tests every facet of your game. This golf course is an absolute brute.
We're going down to the first hole now. And before we get into all of today's drama, let's check in with Henny Koyak. And we're hearing word that there's a bit of a rivalry going between our featured player and Rose Zhang. How could they possibly see anything that's wrong with Rose Zhang?
Luke, I couldn't agree more. Not only is she a young superstar player, she has trophies for breakfast. I really don't think this was a good rivalry for our featured player to get into. Let's see.
Thanks for that, Henny. Looking forward to seeing how this rookie fares against Rose Zhang. Playing from around 150 yards here. Yeah, nicely played. This putt from around 18 feet. And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
Well, that one's come off the blade with intent. Gee, it's got some good speed about it. Yes, sir! After that hole, this player currently is in first place with Colin Morikawa close behind. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their seconds.
Tee shot is looking good here. Rich, it's cool to see Colin Morikawa back right near the peak of his game, isn't he? He came out in such an explosive manner, put a couple of majors in his cabinet, and then has just found that game again. He's found that groove.
Yeah, he's robotic light, but that's not the way it is. He's tenacious. You know, he's one of these players that he's out there grinding it day after day, week after week, and enjoys the grind. And it pays off, obviously, because he's a multiple winner, multiple major championship winner. He loves the grind. He loves being out here. He loves the competition, and it shows. And you know, when you're playing alongside him or going up against him trying to win, you're going to have that tenacity. Not going to be a whole lot of chatter, and that's how he likes it.
He's cool, calm, and collected, isn't he?
He is. That's exactly right. Cool, calm, and collected.
That was a little bit too much power. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. This putt is 16 feet to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Looking like a pretty hard right to left break in this putt.
So close. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And that makes him tied for first. One of the most photographed holes in all of the PGA Tour is this downhill par 3 third at Torrey Pines South.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
Going with the 6-iron here. And he's safely on the green with that shot. 15 feet to the cup. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. But after that hole, he continues to challenge Jordan Spieth for top spot. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You gotta love a downhill left-righter.
Ooh. And this one is for his par. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
That gets the job done. As we transition to the next hole, it's Jordan Spieth in the lead. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This is a difficult driving hole. Big, deep bunkers left and right that must be avoided. From there, the second shot plays a touch downhill. Green that tilts pretty good from left to right and back to front. It's a strong par 4.
Lovely effort that. Second shot here on the 5th. Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe. This is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And after that hole, this player is in first place alongside Jordan Spieth. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Yeah, that should find the cut stuff. Sitting at -1. Oh, absolutely flushed. Oh, that just brushed past the hole. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Job done. Let's head to the next. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Over to 7 here at Torrey Pines South Reach. A great par 4 that requires good positioning off the tee as well.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Yeah, that one will play.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Leading by a couple after that hole. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it can be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Outstanding shot, high quality. Now to Roseng. 3 shots off the lead. Oh, that's outstanding. Holds it from the bunker. Let's return to live play now. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
And this putt coming up for his par. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Still in the lead now after that hole. Par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. This is his second shot.
Pretty good shot there. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
This is to save par.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Good shot there, Beamer. Lining up from around 160 yards. Sitting at 2 under par. Currently in the lead. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going right to left here.
And in it goes for the par. Leading by a shot after that hole. The 11th at Torrey Pines South plays downhill, but it's still a long par 3.
Oh, this is just a mean little par 3, isn't it? Not a big target up there green-wise. You got deep bunkers right and left. You got a 2-tier green. It's a fun, good-looking par 3. That's really hard.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Here's Rose Zhang, currently 4 shots off the pace. It's on a good line. Okay, let's get back to the action. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. that's disappointing. Putting for par. Currently 2 under for the event. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right, the rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Heading towards the rough, this one. And this one is for her par.
Giving this one plenty of space on the left. Ooh.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. 13 is a really cool par 5, the first of 2 in the inward 6 holes here, but you've got to know your drive if you want to get there in 2.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
And John, what does his lie look like down there?
Well, they're in deep here, guys. Really nestled into this sand trap. Let's see what happens.
Sitting at 2 under.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And he needs this to save par.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Well, that was a decently played hole, but unfortunately going to have to write down a bogey. And this one will be for bogey. Currently at -1 following that hole. Over to 14 we go, a par 4.
And a really good par 4 once again. Dogleg from right to left. Those bunkers on the left, you don't want any part of them. And from there, the difficulty is judging the distance with your second shot. This is an infinite edge look from the fairway. So when it pins in the back section of this green, it's nearly impossible to judge the distance. This is a wonderful, wonderful design.
That's a high caliber shot. His second shot here. He shares the lead. Yeah, well played. Seven feet to the cup. Yeah, nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. And after that hole, he's on top of the leaderboard with Max Homer in hot pursuit. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Good looking shot, this. A couple under at this stage. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. And he's down there. You got a read?
Ooh, little downhill left to righter here.
Looking good.
Starting to work its way towards the cup. And he's made it. What a putt. And at the conclusion of that hole, our player is leading this tournament, but Max Homer is in second. 16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt to say the least.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This is a par putt. And after that hole, our featured player leads by one. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par four, but the danger lurks everywhere.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's two distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par four. Par is a great score.
Nicely done. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
11 feet to the cup.
This is for birdie.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
Looks good off the blade. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, the finishing hole at Torrey Pines South is a famous one. There's been so many cool memories that have happened over the years here. Go for it in two?
If you get the opportunity, why wouldn't you?
I mean, this is probably the best risk-reward par 5, or one of the best on the PGA Tour. You find the fairway, just the water there on the left-hand side fronting this green. It's going to make you think all day long, do I have enough? Can I carry it? Should you find the green? Yes, you got a decent opportunity at eagle, birdie at worst, but you start missing it left and right. That's when things get a little bit dicey.
Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. Sadly, this one will make a splash. Here is his fourth. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Right into the water on that one. Oh, that's almost a gimme. Great chip. He has this putt in front of him to finish with a clubhouse lead. He's managed to hole out now and has the clubhouse lead. That's good golf, but the nervous wait begins as the rest of the field finishes up. But Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone. And they could boast about this on social media for, wow, weeks now.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.